Wonderful, wonderful. Your cards are called. Your cards are called. They're going to call Ezekiel. To the 33-1. Romans 15-4, your cards are called 33-1. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
That's beautiful. Hey, your cards are called. Your cards are called. They call Ezekiel chapter 33-1. Listen to the book.
Again, the Dabar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying,
Well, if he said again, what that mean? It didn't happen before. It's not the first time. He said it didn't happen to me again, it came. Listen.
Ben of Ish, speak to the Beni of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take an east of their coast,
what happened?
And set him for their watchman,
yeah.
If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the shofar, and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the shofar, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
See that? That diamond going to be on him. You're responsible for that. Everybody in him. Now, nobody made any of you guys come in here and join. You made the choice. You made the choice to set me up to be your watchman. And now since you've done that, I've been trying to warn you. Now, I see the sword coming. I know it's just a matter of time before he take you out of him. And he remove you out of him, and you've been committing sin, you understand that you're going to die in your trespassing. And you are responsible for that. I know you guys have heard this before. I don't think you actually realize the severity of it. And you guys are comfortable with continuous sinning, continuing coming up short, continuing not meeting all the mandates that's required of you. And you know you're not doing it. And the problem is, why wouldn't you change? Everything you've been instructed to do has been for the benefit of your soul salvation. It's not a benefit for me if you obey. It's a benefit for you. My benefit is that I cry out to you. My benefit is that I warn you. My benefit that I hold to what's been given to me. Now, you guys are required to know how you're supposed to walk. Y'all hold a lot of stuff in that's going to wind up hurting you at the end. Listen.
He heard the sound of the shofar and took not warning.
So y'all done heard me talk about fornication, drinking, and lying, and backbiting, and mumbling, and grumbling, hypocrite. So you done heard it. 58-1. What happened? Yes, Yahoo, 58-1. What else happened, Brandon?
He heard the sound of the shofar and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him,
yeah.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
So if you take off and get yourself out of a predicament that can cause you the detriment of death, who you benefit? Yourself. That's the only person you benefit is yourself. Y'all hear me? It's not a benefit to me if you do it. Certainly I'm happy if you do, but you benefit yourself. If you've been told about behaviors and about different things you're doing and you still don't move, it's a detriment to you. Our goal is to get ourselves out of these precarious detriment that's going to cause us eternal damnation. That's the only reason you're here. I know we laugh, we eat, and we celebrate and do all these other things we do, but at the end of the day, you got to be sad. Y'all holding stuff your heart. You keep doing the same repetitive stuff because you make decisions. Is your soul salvation worth more than the other stuff you're doing in here? And the average, you know, the answer is no. You know it's sad that your soul salvation won't become important to you until you die? Until you come up to judgment and you see this man? That's dangerous. The fact, let me tell you something, y'all with dangerous people. You're with very dangerous people that won't consider my soul salvation is the most important thing that I could ever have. Huh? He gave you that. And you got an opportunity to have an enduring substance. But what are you doing? You're doing things that take away life from you. You're doing things that are going to cause you a lot of harm and detriment. Do y'all really consider what you're doing? according to what Shaul taught us in 1 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, know ye not. Know ye not what? Exactly. Know ye not what? Five and 10, 1 Corinthians. Back me up at 5 and 6, 1 Corinthians. Listen to the book.
Your glorying is not Taub.
What happened?
Know ye not?
Know ye what? That the unrighteous should not inherit the Malkuth of Elohim, be not deceived?
Know ye not?
Know ye not what?
That a little leaven
Of what?
leaveneth the whole lump.
You ain't got to do a big sin. All it takes is a little one. The whole bread messed up. We only learned this because of Matzut bread. This was a time period that we observed annually to where we sat down and we have no leaven. We don't take it in. We don't ingest it. We don't even keep it anywhere inside of our quarters. Any of our dwellings, we keep absolutely no leaven. For 7 yamim, we keep no leaven. Every soul that's found with any leaven, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Every soul. So you know what they give a person an opportunity to do? That's how they came up with what they call a spring cleaning. What spring cleaning is for us, because the white man always gets you and traditionally give you another application. You go through and you just clean up stuff and start going through your cupboard, start saying what's outdated. Because a lot of stuff you buy, you tend to put new stuff in the front and some old stuff in the back. And then you'll find out there's a lot of stuff expired, some stuff you got I didn't even know I had. When we started doing Masood bread, that was our opportunity to come in and start to examine ourselves. When Shaul said, so let a man do what? Only way that's going to make sense for me is Masood bread. That's the purpose of me going through check, because you will assume you had nothing. That means you got to go back and start ring packages. And say, you know what? You know, Leon, I never knew this had leaven in it. I've been eating this for years. That's what happens with a lot of behaviors we got. We've been doing them so long, we didn't even know they were detrimental. I always been doing. I never knew sin was in it. So now we come back and we start examining through the book. We got an opportunity to try to look at stuff and start seeing it's that detrimental that if a little sin is there, you're gonna be guilty of the whole law, and you're gonna be cut off from us. The only reason why that would make sense for you is simply because we're going to look at the people as one body. So if that person is cut off from that body, does the body die? That member dies. Now, if that member wants to keep life, then that member got to do things that's applicable. It's got to do things that's required that work simultaneously with the body in order to stay attached to it. Because once it's found that it's impeding or it's causing harm or detriment, any good surgeon, any good doctor going to tell you, listen, I got some news for you. If you want to live, you're going to have to cut it off. I'm your surgeon today. If y'all want to live, you got some stuff you're going to have to cut off. You're not going to make it. I knew a lady once, served a long time. She never served him. Supposed to be on a good level. And she went and she was a diabetic. They told her they got to cut both her legs off. They didn't cut both her legs off, she was going to die. She thought about it and she considered it. She told the doctor them too. Told her family. So she had them legs all her life. Said that she felt like she had lived long enough with the Most High, when Most High God then, Lord, and felt like she was in good enough standard that she was good as she died with him. And she died with them legs in holiness. In a false religion. That's a stupid mind. But I know how many of y'all feel like that's stupid? I think it's stupid what you're doing. The fact that you feel you got enough in, you served or done enough to where this ain't going to come back and hurt you later. That you're going to make a stupid decision to think that you're good enough that if you die right now, you're going to still be good. It's just according to what I say. It's not according to what I say. It's according to what's been mandated for. I don't set no rules, no standard. I'm a man just like anybody else. What I care about you fornicating don't hurt me as long as you don't touch what's mine. I really could give a flying flip if you get drunk or smoke crack. Don't affect me as long as you don't impede on me or do anything to me. But the man I work for required that you don't do it. And he the man that decide who lives and who die. When you're dealing with somebody that decide who live and who die, you got to make sure you're going to be wise in your decision making. Isn't that right? And be honest. You got to be real wise about what you're going to do in your decision making. You know what the difference is in kind of things that we learn? Let me see something. People never see the 8th chapter of the book of Romans while I'm talking. This is Romans chapter 8. Say that about verse 1. Listen to the book.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Mashiach Yahusha,
That do what?
who walk not after the flesh, but after the Ruach.
Listen.
For the law of the Ruach of life in Mashiach Yahusha hath made me free from the law of sin and death.
Yeah.
For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh,
Couldn't keep-
Elohim, sending his own Ben in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh.
So the law was weak. I wonder what, for me to kind of understand that. Do y'all have kind of an idea or a depiction or a picture of something being weak and not able to keep? Who? Vines? Why would you use vines? Weak and fragile. I got you. Not bad. Or even look at somebody like Shamshun. Everything that they brought, they kept putting, it couldn't hold them. It was weak to the flesh. It told him, listen, he said it was just like burning flax, just to burn the flax. As soon as you get it, it couldn't keep him. Nothing that she would use on him wouldn't keep him. So eventually you had to get inside the head. That's what happened. You know what the book tell you to do? You ain't believe it. Let this mind be in you. That's the only way you're going to get him. That you can actually get, you got to get inside the mind. Everything that has gone hadn't worked. Nothing we've done or nothing we tried, it was just like with Shamshun. Everything he told her she would try to put on, it wouldn't keep. All she was trying to do was trying to keep him. Nobody could hold the man. Nobody could stop him. Y'all understand that? And all she was really trying to do was find out, what does it take to stop you? You're murdering people. You're destroying whole towns like y'all guys are doing with your sin. Let's look at her point from another, let's look at her from another position. Of a person looking at somebody that's doing harm and detriment to other people. You killing people. You burning people's stuff down. You destroying stuff. You are a detriment. What does it take to stop you? And just like you'll lie about it. You'll lie about it. It didn't work. So eventually it had to be something that could come in and could stop us from these behaviors. At the book of Abarim, they call Hebrew. Kinfolk, that's our book, Abarim. We'll come back to that Romans, Yahuwah willing. See if it's 8 and 5. Listen to the book.
Who serve unto the example and shadow of Shamayim things, as Mushah was admonished of Elohim when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern shewed to thee in the mount.
So he set a mark for him. He had to meet that mark. He said you got to do everything, a pattern. That's all a pattern is. It's a mark. Sometimes people might see something, they go get a pattern so they can say, I saw this dress, I like that dress, and I want that dress or that suit or those pants or that shirt. So you go and buy the pattern so you can get the exact, or you can formulate the exact. So he showed him in the mount, this is exact. Now make sure when you go back, you do everything. He showed him just like, who did we learn that told us the same thing? Your Ukanon 8:26. They call it St. John. I don't want to lose none of y'all to death. I don't want to lose none of y'all to burn and vexation. It's unfortunate we don't have to do it. It's all about choices. It's all about choices, people. Listen to the book.
I have many things to say and to judge of you, but he that sent me is Amat, and I speak to the world those things which I have heard of him. They understood not that he spake to them of the Abba.
What happened?
Then said Yahusha unto them, when ye have lifted up the Ben of Ish,
What happened?
then shall ye know that I am he,
And what do you do?
and that I do nothing of myself.
But what happened?
But as my Abba hath taught me,
What happened?
I speak these things.
Y'all hear that? This is same conversation gives an idea of what happened with Musa and him. What happened with Musa and the Most High is how we understand his relationship. Because he went up with the Most High. And when he went up with him, he showed him everything. And this is the same thing he tried to tell us. The Abba showed me this. He taught me this. So when Musa came down and started to execute judgment and started to do the different works that we've called miracles, don't you know we understand that he got all that from the Abba? Well, now when we saw Yahusha coming on the scene, he came down and started doing different things and formulating different things and putting things in the order to let us know, don't you know I've been with this man and he showed me this? This is not something I'm doing to myself. This is something he showed me. He taught me how to do this. So when Musa came down, he knew exactly what he was supposed to do, and he was admonished about it. Make sure you don't do nothing different than what I showed you. The mark already been set. Don't change it. You guys have came in and you changed the mark. You know what the book even taught us? Don't even remove the old landmark. It wouldn't make sense to get rid of the law. He told me don't even remove the old landmark. And Musa only served to the example. Huh? He was just an example, a shadow. A shadow stems from something, a very image. Now we got the very image that came down and telling us the same thing. We should understand it, people. Back at the 8th chapter of the book of Abarim. 8, what we left out, 8 and 7?
6.
8 and 6. Abarim, they call Hebrews 8 and 6. Listen to the book.
But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry,
Better. What happened?
by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant.
Didn't we talk about that? That's what Musa was. He was a mediator. That's all he was doing, was a mediator. You had two sides that got problems. Sometimes I do that with husband and wives and him. They'll have an issue situation. All I do is mediate. We got to look at what's law and what's practical. That's what we got to do, at what's law and what's practical. What's inside your ability? And that's what Yahusha came down to see, exactly what's inside your ability. Let me come in and see exactly where you're being overstressed or overworked or overburdened. Let me see what's keeping you from doing what you've been commanded to do. Because some of it we can move if it's not working to the advantage of your salvation. So we had somebody come in immediately that could come in and get him to see. Yahushua tried to do it with us himself. He told her to come, he wanted to sit down, he wanted to come. He said, let us reason together. But you can't reason. You know what happened, husband and wife. I've done it with my wife plenty of times. You try to talk, you're not going to get them to see her, and you just say, you know what, just shut up, we're not getting nowhere. Just cut it off. I don't want to talk about it no more. They won't see your side, and you definitely ain't interested in what they side is. That's what Yahuwah did. That's why he walked off and left us. Because what we were saying didn't make sense to him. He like, I'm the one sponsor, I'm the one put up, I'm the one established, I put all this together. I'm trying to get you to do what I'm telling you. It's going to work to a benefit. But you're like, oh, no, it don't make sense. Because I'm saying what everybody else is doing. Kind of like Dinah did, one of the daughters of Yaakov. She ran out with the other women too. And started seeing what they did and got herself raped. That's all you've been doing. Everybody you came into contact, they ain't did nothing but raped you. Took every good thing. And you know certain things shouldn't even be done in Yasharal. Shouldn't even be done. But what you think? These folks ain't doing but raping you. They make a fool out of you. And now you trying to get him to hear you when he's looking at you're not hearing me. So that was needful that he could bring in a mediator, just like Musa. Like your forefathers, when they sat down, they made the golden calf. They said they brought them up and brought them out. He was coming down to kill you. You know, brought another man, another Elohim in here. What else? I got to kill you. Come home and catch another man in here. We ain't going to talk now. I want to come down. I want to kill y'all at one time. While all of you in here together. It only makes sense to kill y'all at one time. But then here you go, a man like Musa, mediator, come in and say, let me talk to you. You can do that because he'll man. He know he'll do. He done kill somebody. He can't say, you know it's wrong to kill. I done kill somebody myself. I ain't no just tell nobody don't, but I'm just gonna be practical for your position and where you stand and what people know about you and what you're trying to do. It's gonna be real detrimental to your reputation because it's gonna look like you weren't able to hold your end down. He look ho. He got that. I definitely don't want people to know. Is that what they'll be saying about me, Leon? I can't hold my end down. I can hold on. I can hold on. I can hold on. I can visit this another time. Got me? So then we look at somebody that came and had to mediate for us. Because you weren't getting, how many of your husband and wife arguing before you ain't got nowhere? Ain't no mediator. Both people got to see their side. You need him to see your side, the female, and the male, I need you to hear what I'm telling you. And we ain't getting nowhere. So you understand. So now you understand how it happens. So it's needful that you say, you know what? Let's get with somebody. Let's sound and let them hear. I'm going to tell my side. No, you can tell your side. I'm going to tell my side, and then let's see who right. Got it? Listen what happened.
Which was established upon better promises.
Tell me what happened.
For if that first covenant had been faultless,
tell me what happened.
Then should no place have been sought for the second.
Because of that first thing would have worked on Shamshun, she would never kept asking him, why you lied to me? Tell me again what it's going to take to hold you. Everything had defect with faults in it. It went home. Soon she said, the Philistine be upon you. Boom, he pop out of it. So that ain't work. So you know what she had to keep doing? Keep looking until she could find something that could hold him. Make sense? Why else would he let something like that happen? How do you understand things as a man? This, you don't really kind of understand it like that. It don't make sense. Because this sounds like he done replaced something. He ain't replacing that. The object is still the same. To keep you and contain you. A lot of times this is what you can do, the containment. Sometimes you can't get a disease stopped, at least try to contain it. Because guess what? Sin ain't stopped. I at least want to contain it. Make sense? So they got him, that's why they put him in the prison house. Because all you're trying to do is contain it. Y'all all right? Until you get opportunity, you can kill it. Y'all got me? That's the last thing we're looking for him to defeat and put under him. So right now, we're working on this containment. Listen, it's sometimes when the virus and disease get out, you keep trying shots and trying medicate. It's not working. So now the goal is to work on containment. Containment, that's all we've been trying to do. When they get ready to have floods coming, just in Florida, most people know they got a state of emergency in Florida, hurricane coming. How many of y'all didn't know that? It's bad. It's going, listen, Miami, they're coming on up. Oh, look at me, he don't like that. Miami, Mississippi, Alabama, they coming on across on. Oh, yeah, they're talking going to be pretty bad for them. It's coming through pretty bad. So you know what the people doing? You can't stop it, okay? So you know what they're working on? Containment. So you get sandbags. You start building. You try to say, well, what's the estimated height of we looking at the water coming in? Well, it might come in. We're probably looking at 7, 8 feet. It's going to be good to try to build 9 or 10. Just in case. You want to go up at least 9 or 10. We're just trying to contain it because we can't stop it. Just like saying you ain't going to stop it. We just got to contain. Y'all got me? When he get back here, then he'll stop it. Y'all got me? You can get rid of the sandbags. You can get rid of all the containment stuff. It won't be a threat anymore, just like death, because sin gets its strength through the law. Huh? Because you ain't going to believe it. People going to commit sin. And now they commit sin because of the law. So he worked on containment. He got to give you better promises. See, putting you right back to where we're going. The law has a reward for it as well. But we're looking at the promise. This is what he gave Abraham. Our whole keeping of the law is to try to get us into a position that we can receive the promise. Things that were of the law were temporary. Y'all all right? Amen to God. I mean, goodness. He knew Adam wasn't going to live forever. He told him the day he eat of it, he was going to surely die. And what did he do? I knew it wasn't possible we were going to live forever. It wasn't possible we were going to live forever. Y'all got it? But it was necessary to set something up that can put man in position that he could obtain eternal Kai. Huh? But there are some things we have to do in order for it to happen. Listen to the book.
For finding fault with them.
You said with what law?
For finding fault with them.
How we think? What's the easiest thing for us to do? Get rid of the law. You know what he looked at too? His way makes sense. Pick me up at 6 and 1. Who know what I want? Bereshit. They call Genesis. 6 and 1. Live streaming, don't be surprised we go back black. So don't be surprised we go back black. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass, when Anashim began to multiply on the face of the Arats,
What happened?
and Banuth were born unto them, that the Beni of Elohim saw the Banuth of Anashim, that they were fair.
What happened?
And they took them wives of all which they chose.
What happened?
And Yahuwah said, My Ruach shall not always strive with man,
What happened?
for that he also is flesh.
What happened?
Yet his Yamim shall be 120 years.
What happened?
There were giants in the Arats in those Yamim.
Yeah.
And also after that, when the Beni of Elohim came in unto the Banuth of Anashim, and they bare Beni to them, the same became mighty Anashim which were of old,
Yeah.
Anashim of renown.
What happened?
And Elohim saw that the wickedness of each was great in the Arats,
Y'all see what he saw? The wickedness of East was great in them, right? And what happened?
and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
What did he say?
And it repented Yahuwah that he had made Ish on the Arats,
Tell him what he gonna get rid of. The law?
and it grieved him at his heart.
Well, so what did he do?
And Yahuwah said, I will destroy Ish, whom I have created from the face of the Arats.
So I'm just kind of wondering. We heard some things that we should be looking at. Evil, continually, imagination. How would this be wrong according to Romans the 4th chapter where there's no law, there's no transgression? Had to be law. Had to be law. It had to be man kept impeding against the law. It wouldn't make sense that you left man to govern himself, come up with his own laws, idea, and call it wrong. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. It will only be wrong by his standards. So in order to declare it to be wrong, it got to be a law. Police can't stop me just running down the street, no stop sign, no control device. I'm riding, I'm running. He's saying, hey, I stopped for what? For speed. Well, what's the speed limit? Well, I say, you can't do that. You're not supposed to. We got to go with the posted speed. It's actually called, all those things are, if I'm correct, called controlled substance devices. Because they should dictate, just like they tell you what a drug, they call it a controlled substance. Think about it. You think about this. Cocaine, marijuana, if I caught you when you said, I'm going to lock you up for having a controlled substance. Because you know what happened to him? He was out of control. Which means the substance controlled him. But he was out of control. You got it? You're going to be down for a controlled substance device. Y'all got it? This is how he's going to regulate. Just like these are good. Listen, all they do is sit there. That sign on like 10. Come out right quick. You speed. How many you speed? It's 35 miles. Come on, you speed. Come on, this is speed. So come on. This is, what you doing? It can't do that. It's weak. He can keep going. It's just there. He needs someone 10 coming by and 10 speed. We can stop that. We need something when Tim coming, it gets in Tim's mind that he acknowledges the sign. So you can see what happened. The law weak. The law is weak. It's weak until you get something and get force to it. It was always about force to the law. That's why they got law enforcement. We need some people, when this sign ain't working, people ain't paying no attention. We need something here that can make people pay attention and acknowledge this sign. Because guess what? It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Y'all got it? You like that, Tim? Tim, man, look at that. Look at that. The Bible won't get you everywhere like Winfro. He thought he was going to just run past that sign. Control. Come on, finish up. What we got?
For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the Yamim come, saith Yahuwah.
See, the time is coming. This is what he's going to do.
When I will make a new covenant with the Beth of Yasharal.
So I wonder, was this before what Brandon read? Because when you read, he was talking about some time coming, he was going to destroy him. Here, we're not hearing that conversation. Because, he realized It ain't working. All you doing is filling places with dead bodies. It's still not working. People still got off after that. He took 8 souls and started and replenished the whole of rocks. And still went. So it's not working. Killing you is not the answer for this time. I got to get something, Maker James. Listen what he said.
And with the Beth of Yehuda.
Listen.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their Abba in the Yom when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Mizraim.
What happened?
Because they continued not in my covenant.
It didn't work. Even if I'm standing right, it didn't work. What happened?
And I regarded them not.
And what happened?
Saith Yahuwah.
I didn't pay y'all no attention. This is what you need to know. The fact that he came down and took some people, it was almost physically like he just took them by the hand and brought you, come on. And how you get off? How you start trying to go back this way and I'm trying to pull it? He said, it was this simple that I just took you by the hand, brought you. And so you know what I'm doing? I don't even pay you no attention no more. Call me, just call me. I ain't gonna pay, he didn't pay me no attention. I ignore anything he's talking about. You don't know that you thinking you have a relationship with somebody that's already ignoring you. He's ignoring you because you didn't continue. 8 and 30. Who know what I want? Let's see what he said. Yehukanah 8 and 30. Listen what happened. 8 and 30. Yehukanah, they called John. Listen to the book.
As he spake these Dabarim,
What happened?
many believed on him.
See that? Many believed on him. What happened?
Then said Yahusha to those Yahudim which believed on him,
Then what happened?
if ye continue in my Dabar,
Then what happened?
then are ye my Mathetus indeed,
And what you gonna do?
and ye shall know the Amat,
And what the Amat gonna
and the
do?
Amat shall make you free.
So let me ask you a question. So I hear him right now, he talking to me, and I got it. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm really serious about it because I'm honest. Very honest. I'm listening. And I got what he just said. And I stopped. What am I wind up lacking? From what he just told us. Continuing. What else am I lack? Huh? I'm not going to, listen, a couple things you said. I'm not continuing. We already going to acknowledge that if I stop, right? We already acknowledged that. I'm not going to know the truth. He said if I continue, then I'm going to know it. I can't know it right off the rip. This is what messed people up. I've been baptized. I know I was say I know I got it and think they got it. You can't. He said I got to continue to know it. I'm just taking what he said. He said if you continue, if it's a stipulation. So if I start right now and get it, I'm gonna know the truth. I'm gonna know the whole truth. It can't. He told me so in order to get it, I'm gonna have to continue. Because he told me the Ruach was gonna lead me somewhere. What was it?
Into all truth.
All. Because it's not complete. You're not complete now. You gotta keep coming. You gotta keep coming. This is what people mess up. Man, I done done it long now. I'm good. Don't make sense. Because the Ruach was supposed to lead me and guide me in all truth. Because he saw what the error was the first time. It only made sense to tell you because I saw error. The people I took at first and I brought them by the hand, they started out, but they didn't continue. And then I disregarded these people because they disregarded me. And they think they know something and they don't. Pick me up at the 10th chapter, Romans 10 and 1. And not on top of that, me knowing them, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be free. Listen to the book.
Aki, my heart's desire and palau to Elohim for Yasharal is that they might be saved.
Wow. That they might be free. That's what he just said. He wants them to be free. Tell me why.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Elohim.
I believe he touched you. I believe he brought you out. But what happened?
But not according to knowledge.
Because you didn't continue. You didn't continue. It only makes sense from this statement. What am I going to pick up? He said, bear record. Yahuwah even bear record. I did. He said, there I took you by the hand and I brought you out. But you stopped. So you didn't know the truth. And I disregarded you. And guess what wound up happening? You went right back into captivity. You know what kept happening? Why do you think we kept going into captivity? Because we didn't know the truth. And that's what he started looking at. It's like anybody that's an inventor or a creator of something, and you see defect, you go back over to see what happened. You go back and look at why is it not working. What should I have done differently? My mechanic, when he wake up and he work and he built engines, I'm sure sometimes went through engines and maybe worked one or trim it might then work to his specification. He realized I got to go back and tear this engine back down and figure out what's going to run some tests first, because you're trying to do the least amount of work. You ain't just go straight when it don't crank. Have you ever did an engine that not work when you put it together or when crank? You ain't say, let me break the whole thing right down. You're going to typically run some tests and look at what's the easiest thing to do. Because it might be something simple. It could be a wire I didn't connect. It could be a ground. It could be something I just didn't set. If I just, maybe just you start moving easy and realize, let me just kind of maybe just take the head off and just look and see if it's something I can see without just totally breaking it down. Till you eventually get to a point where, you know what? I got to scrap it. I got to take the whole thing back down and start over. That's what Yahushua realized. That's what Yahuwah did. The whole time we were here, he kept realizing this didn't work. This little stuff I'm doing ain't working. I got to take this whole project and scrap it. That's how I wipe them out and I keep them. It ain't work. You still went right back to the same repetitive behavior. To eventually look like I've got to just take the whole thing down and start over from scratch. So I can go in there, I can look at, this was the problem right here. This is the problem right here. This is what we're missing right here the whole time. This is what he told us. Now he said, our key, my heart's desire and Palau to Elohim is for Yasharal that they might be
saved.
For I bear them what?
Record
that they have a zeal
of Elohim,
but not
according to knowledge.
Because they wouldn't continue. So I'm picking this up and we going, y'all see how it makes sense. What was I interpreting it before this? Because he said he was spake to them that heard his Dabarim. If you continue my Dabarim, then are you my Mathetes. You my students. You're going to know the truth. How did you get out knowing the truth? You, see what I'm saying? Because you didn't continue. You didn't. That's it right there. You say you start putting this out. Why are you still in captivity? Because you say you start to pick up other problems now. You see why you're in your condition? He pray all he want to. If you don't continue, it ain't going to save you. His prayer ain't going to change nothing until people get a mind. Let's finish this is what he said.
For they, being ignorant.
See that? They didn't even know it. Here again, tell you again. Why were they ignorant? Look at how smart y'all got. You say you picked that up. They didn't have a teacher. Why would they have a teacher? They didn't want to be taught. They didn't want to know. Pick me up. Yeshayahu 30 and 2. Pick that up at 30 and 8. Yeshayahu they call Isaiah. I'll make it Yeshayahu 1 and 1. Let's see what happened. It's book. Let's look at book. Yeshayahu they call Isaiah 30 and 8. Then give me Yeshayahu they call Isaiah 1 and 1. Folks, we got a lot of faults, defects. There's absolutely nothing else he's going to do after this. There's nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. He's not going to try to create another way. This is over with. It's done. That's when the man got thrown the tooth, he told her, it's finished. I know it's right now. I ain't going back over it. I know it's right. I know it's right. Any defects, it's on you. That's just being honest. Any defect, it's on you. Y'all got it? It's the way you handle it. I did my part. I had people, you get people mechanics. Where Eric at? You had called people brought back to you before and checked, and you thinking it's your workmanship, and you find out it's the way that people performing with it. That's what happened. You had people bring you back truck, man, this thing's still, and you realize after a while you check it ain't that. It's the way you handle it. It's the way you produce, the way you drive to perform. They're doing what they're supposed to do. It's what you're trying to do with it. That's what he done found out with the law. I'm not getting rid of no law for nobody. He said, this thing will work. It's the way you got to operate with it. He'll go and say, listen, you know what he did for us? Like some people do. He wound up getting him a site up and say, you know what? I won't reference it. These are people that can testify that I know what I'm doing. That's all we had to go back through the Nabi. All of them can testify he know what he's doing. Yeah, you have some folk come out, I know. You ain't going to listen, I ain't got time to argue with you. I got witnesses to everything I done told you. You can call any one of these other mechanics and they'll tell you the same thing. Say, listen, that thing set the specification. What it ain't set to do is to keep handling with you when you run it wrong. Huh? All right. I'm trying to tell you, this thing will work. People just don't want to think about it. All this stuff you deal with on an everyday basis you got is to give you a similar to a little understanding of how he thinks, how he operates. Because you can't, listen, we all come. Everything we do is come every day. Then he has to set things up to let you get an understanding of how come thing. He said, what north or east? So when I talk to you, I got to talk to you about things you know. Then I got to get you and try to formulate that you understand how I operate with the Ruach. I already been tested. It's already been tried. Listen to the book.
Now go, write it before them in a table.
And do what?
And note it in a book.
For what reason?
That it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
This ain't stopping. See, he ain't going to change it. Listen, without end. He said, this ain't going to stop. Tell me what happened, Brandon.
That this is a rebellious people.
What kind?
Lying beneath.
What happened?
Beneath that will not hear the law of Yahuwah.
Which do what?
Which say to the seers,
do
see
what?
not.
See that they get to preach off. He started to look at what the problem is. Listen, I got a problem. I got Kohanim. I got Nabaim doing different stuff. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I'm breaking this stuff down. Look, I know I put this thing together right. Listen, when he started putting this stuff together, everything he put together, I know this right. He said, good. Put it down. Good. All this working. Then he get everything up, operation running. What's the problem? I ain't went to say, it ain't the best, but I'll use it. Everything he put down said was good. With every part, he purposely went over and made sure it worked out right. When he hung the Shema that you called the son, that's good. Everything. When he got through, he made sure, when I give it to you, I know it's to perfection. I know it'll work. Listen, if everything keeps the same operation, no defects. It'll come out. But he realized the fault's with you. We don't try to use the law is too hard. The law ain't forgive. We don't try all kinds of stuff. The law ain't went nowhere. Still the ways of sin and death. These Christians can tell you what they want. He ain't changing no law for nobody. It's I got to change the hearts. That's all I got to do. Go in and change the computer system. You'd be surprised how much computer system play a big part with cars, how they operate. They can set them up now where you can do that. They make mechanic work a whole lot easier. Usually what you had to do was you had to spend a whole bunch of time going through a whole lot of series with certain stuff. Now they set stuff up where the computer read the engine and transmission and the brake. And if you can just plug into that computer system, it can tell you right now, it'll give you a code. Go look the code up. And you say, okay, that's what I need to change right now. Look how long it done took to get to that point. He bring your hoosh on to figure out what it take to get you right. He said, I got to get into the computer system, this thing. Set this thing up with a computer system. All I got to do is hook up to it and read and say, I know where right up there. When I put this book up, this thing reads you right too. I hooked you up to a computer system. The old time over. He said, I ain't got time to keep going through all that stuff no more. He said, I want a guy, he lacked patience on some stuff. He said, well, I just said, kill it all. Just tear it up. Just get rid of it. Sit out there and put a bomb on it and blow it up. So he set up what it'd be easy to work on, easy to maintain, and keep up with you. Y'all all right? You got something called you a ride. Listen, hit a button, that thing will go through a whole checklist. Tire pressure, all at 75%. Everything stabilizing bar, everything. You said, whoa, that thing going through. That's what you're supposed to have every day before you leave out. Some of my cars will tell me everything from my car before I leave. It'll tell me everything going. It'll tell me something. If I don't hit a button or not, listen, your stabilizer traction control off. I'd be like, I really don't care about no stabilizer. But you know why they put it on there? Because I can get in a situation where I might slip. And you know he did the same thing? That way when we get more earnest heed. Lest I let it slip. So even they had enough sense to pay attention. Because I can get out there and it might rain. And I'm trying to run up here last minute, and hit and wind up slipping. So he set a system up that come through and said, listen, go through your checklist. How many, now y'all probably got on your car, hit a button, just go through a checklist. At least get you the basics, because these are the things that are going to be important to you out there. Low tire pressure is going to deal with gas performance. So now you wondering why you give out so much. You check your tire pressure. Why you got so many bumps and stuff you keep hitting? You'd be surprised how many stuff. You check your stabilizing system on your vehicle. Yahuwah set man up this town he made, man should be able to go right over these little bumps and little hitches, little dishes. But you're not, because you're not checking the system. You just keep running like some of these people run cars. Engine light pop on. I had bought a car one time from a guy. I said, man, that bastard stuck a black piece of tape right there in the engine light part. Perfect. And listen, I'm driving one day, and that tape peeled, that thing came, it was just shake. I'm like, I was trying to figure out, I put that there, that's his engine light. Listen, it was perfect, a black piece, and stuck it right in that thing. And one day, I own that car, that thing just peeled the loop right. I see a little yellow. I was like, that thing just put it there, engine light. But you know what people do? People do the same thing today. They'll let you know something wrong. Don't know nothing about tell you about something. You need to check what it is. That's a warning. Huh? That's a warning. Y'all all right? That Balaam, he had engine lights. He had engine lights before he broke his leg. The donkey kept running off trying to stop him. In fact, them engine lights trying to warn him. Had he kept going, you finna blow your engine. Till finally, you know what they did with some of these cars? Cause of stupid people like the person I bought that car from. Still shut out. Guess what the donkey did, Karen? He just fell down on his leg and crushed his leg. And the Malachim had to tell him, said, had you kept going, I'd have surely killed you. I'd have surely killed you. I was going to kill you if you kept going. So now they got devices set up in these vehicles to where they will even shut off. Because some people run, I had a car for running hot, and this is what you do. And the thing on hot right here, they say, is it run hot? You like, yeah. And depending on how you lean your head. It ain't right. You like, it ain't all the way. But where is it? Is it all right? It's you know, good and doing well the thing in the orange. When you lean your head, don't change the temperature gauge. But this all we do. How many have been guilty of stuff like that? Same way people look at gas hand, look at it, and it ain't quite E. Oh no, it's E. You don't want to. And that's because you don't want to play around. And sometimes what's dangerous for someone, we start thinking reserves should kick in. And some of them already rolled past reserves. That's why we can't play around. Then it's benefit for us to keep a certain amount for a situation. The same way you got to do when it comes down this doctrine. You got to keep a certain amount that if anything comes up, you got enough to get where you're going. You don't want to try to make this journey on E. Huh? Even in New Ville, they'll tell you how many miles you got to empty. I don't try it. I don't want to tempt them. That's what you got to do. I don't want to tempt them. If he tells you, you got 4 more times to mess up, I ain't going to try it. I want to gas on up, make sure I'm good. Something can happen. I can get stuck in a traffic jam. That thing get to run. I'm starting to study losing mileage. Anything can wind up happening. I might forget to look back. So it's important for us to make sure we got this thing right. They just told her, now go. Write it before them in the table and note it for them in a book. That this may be for a time to come. For how long?
Forever and ever.
What kind of people are there?
That this is a rebellious people.
So I'm just curious. If he's writing in the book, I wonder is what he wrote wrong. What he wrote is right. And it ain't going to change. It's going to be forever and ever. But the people. What kind of children?
Beni.
Yeah.
Beni that will not hear the law of Yahuwah.
Which do what?
Which say to the seers, see not.
And? To
the Nabi'im, Naba not unto us right things.
But do what?
Speak unto us smooth things.
Do what?
Naba deceits.
What happened?
Get you out of the way.
Yeah.
Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Kudash one of Yasharal to cease from before us.
So what you think he did at that point? I don't regard him anymore. Because you didn't continue. If I gave you Kohanim and I gave you Nabi'i, it's only for a reason. These people are supposed to be here to help get you in the way, keep you in the way. So I could bring you in the place where I'm trying to get you to. But now you done got to a point in your life that you feel like, I don't need no shepherding. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. I already know. If I want to know something, I read, I pray, and he give me the answer. Or you done got to a point you don't want nobody to tell you what to do anymore. You're in a point in your life you feel like you can read and you can lead and direct yourself. And that's dangerous because he never said man to lead himself. Never done it. Never had an opportunity to change. He done said man, so you know what? You don't need no leadership. You can just teach yourself and everybody know for themselves. Never happen. That's why people go get Christian preachers, because they don't want no career. They want to feel good. They want to be able to shout. They want release, press down, running over. And you're going to be pressed down and running over. Because hell going to be packed. It's going to be packed. You're going to have plenty running over. But it keep enlarging itself, so you'll be good. So you got to start making decisions for yourself what's most important for you. Let's look at that Yeshayahu chapter 1 and verse 1. They call Isaiah. Listen to the book.
The Kazun of Yashayahu, the Ben of Ammuz, which he saw concerning Yehuda and Jerusalem in the Yamim of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, Kaskigyah, Malakim of Yehuda. Hear, O Shamayim, and give ear, O Arats, for Yahuwah have spoken. I have nourished and brought up Beni, and they have rebelled against me.
So then what happened? That's amazing. Who did you say had spoke?
Yahuwah have spoken.
So what were they behaving for? Who Allah Shemut? Chapter 20, verse 17. They call it Exodus. This is 20 and 17 of what they call Exodus. Listen to the book.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's ashah, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Yeah.
And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings, and the noise of the shofar, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
What happened?
And they said unto Mashah,
Do what?
Speak thou with us, and we will hear.
What happened?
But let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die.
Come on.
And Mashah said unto the people, Fear not, for Elohim is come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not.
What happened?
And the people stood afar off, and Mashah drew near unto the thick Hashak, where Elohim was.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah said unto Mashah, Thus shalt thou say unto the Beni of Yasharal,
Yeah.
Ye have seen that I have talked with you from Shamayim.
Yeah.
Ye shall not make with me Elohim of silver, neither shall ye make unto you Elohim of gold.
When you go to Christian church, they got a little silver or a little gold Jesus on the stick. Now, how you know he ain't talk with them? Listen.
An altar of Arats thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy shalom offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will barak thee.
Yeah.
And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stone. For if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. Chapter 21.
That's good right now. The point and purpose I wanted y'all to look at, the fact that they actually asked him, they didn't want him to talk to him. They knew exactly what was going to happen if he keep talking. They're going to have to die. He needed that fear on them. He said that was the purpose of him coming down. He needed these people to fear his wrath, his indignation, that they would die, that it would try to cause a behavior. People ain't worried about dying. People not worried about dying. And now when they look at the man, Isha Elohim, it's the still same system. They wanted Mushah to speak to him, but the people still don't want me to talk to him because they're going to die. Think about it. I live to drink, whoremonger, commit adultery. I live to cheat, flim-flam, scam, and hypocrite. So they don't want me to speak to him and cause Elohim to move from before him. That's why they told him not to do it. That's why they needed him to get out of the way. They needed him to turn the page because it wasn't working. They thought if it was just Mushah talking and not Elohim talking, it wouldn't be so detrimental. It wouldn't be so much required of him. But him talking to him, the same thing. Why would you tell him to go? You just asked for each to talk to you. Well, I gave you a man to talk to you. What's the problem? Because he's doing the same thing. I'm going to die. What I'm going to do if I can't go and hang out on Saturday? Man, that thing going to kill me. What am I going to do if I can't go out here and tell lies and drink whiskey and coke and sniff cocaine? I'm going to die. So you know what I'm going to need you to do? Get out of the way. turn out a pad, cause him to cease from before. And the way to do that is to get the Isha Elohim out the way, then you got Elohim out your way. See? Same system. People ain't changed. Same system. Finish that Romans chapter 10. Matter of fact, before you get it, give me that 1341, Acts of the Apostle. Let's see what happened. Acts of the Apostles. Chapter 1341, verse 41. Everybody in here got the sin business. Lot of foolishness. Lot of foolishness. Listen to the book.
Behold, ye despisers, and wonder, and perish. For I work a work in your yamim, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though in each declare it unto you.
See that? He did it. He said, you seen what I did. I talked to you out of the cloud, out of thick kashah, the lightning, all these different things, and you don't believe it. This is what's hurting us. The biggest problem we got in here, across the whole globe, is people really don't believe. This is what causes the damnation detriment. You got to believe this. For me, I'm not believing this contingent upon what the people in this room are doing or based on what people on the outside are doing. I believe it for myself. I've been convinced it's going to be just like he said it's going to be. You got to be willing to consider yourself and love yourself enough that nothing separates you from what he told you. Y'all hear me? From the love. How am I going to receive his love? By me being obedient. By me being consistent in what he mandated. That's how I'm going to actually walk in the shalom of his love and the peace of his love. I got to walk in. We know he loves him. That's without regard. But are you in a state of love with him to where he going to save you? That's a difference. We know he loves you. We know that. I mean, anybody, he told you so loved that he gave his only begotten son. We know he loves you. But are you in love with him? Is he in love with you enough that he going to save you? Exactly where are you in this relationship of love? Or is it more love-hate relationship? You heard about them before? And you say, that's crazy. That's a love-hate relationship. Why do you think we had these love-hate relationships? You have a husband and wife or separate. You know they said, I love him, I just hate him. You're saying, what kind of sense that make? Kind of like Yahuwah. I love you, but I hate you. I hate you so much I can't be with you. I can't stand you, but I love you. Why you think you learn stuff like that? Because that's the only way you understand everything as a man. Here's this 10th chapter again. We'll start 10 and 1 Romans. All this stuff, they don't believe it. Until you get back here. You've been told, though. Y'all been warned. Listen here, any one of y'all, you fall from this and you go and you burn. I don't feel sorry for you. You got opportunity. Everybody here got the same opportunity. You better save yourself. Be wasting up a whole bunch of time trying to drag out people. You better get in your heart, folks. You got to care about yourself. Isn't that right? Anybody petting me, dragging me, pushing me. It's in my heart to be saved. Listen to the book. This is 10 and 1 of Romans. So I can finish that 8th chapter, 8 and 6 of Abarim. Listen to the book.
Aki, my heart's desire and Palal to Elohim for Yasharah is that they might be saved.
But what do you do?
I bear them record that they have a zeal of Elohim,
but not
according to knowledge.
But they,
being ignorant of Elohim Sadiq,
and
going about to establish their own Sadiq,
and have did what?
Not submitted themselves unto the Sadiq of Elohim.
So they've been committing sin. So tell me what happened.
For Mashiach is the end of the law for Sadiq to everyone that believeth.
So he's the conclusion. But they didn't continue. End sound like that's it. Just like Christians do. They feel like they get to what they call Jesus, they stop. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. That's what Kahala tried to tell you. Hear the conclusion of who? That's why he tried to tell them, this is my beloved being. Do you know what he told us to do? Hear ye him. Hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Y'all hear me? This was the whole purpose of the law. Listen, if you follow the law, it don't get you to him. You know you're not following it right. You couldn't be following it right. And that's what he's trying to tell you. And you know why they didn't follow, why they didn't get to him? He told you why. Because they kept setting up their own stuff. That's how he was setting up them idols. Like, you know what he told us? You don't set them up in your heart. I don't know if that, see if that, goodness. I'm going to think it's 20. See if it's 21 Cossack y'all. I'm going to think it's 14. But I can still work it out. They call it Ezekiel. If it's 21. Cossack, I'm sorry, your Cossack call. I don't know why I was saying Cossack, I'm thinking about it called Hezekiah. Listen, I'm getting old. Work with me, people. It is 14 is what I want. 14 and 1. I said 14, didn't I? See if it's 14 and 1. What was 21? About a sword to sharpen. 14 and 1. Let's see what it says. Listen to the book.
Then came certain of the elders of Yasharal unto me, and sat before me.
You see that? He said, then came certain of the elders of Yasharal, and
unto
did what?
me, and sat before me.
Listen.
And the Dabar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying,
Listen what he said.
Ben-Avish, these Anashim have set up their idols in their heart.
You see that? These are, listen, they set the idols where?
In their heart.
Tell me what happened, Brandon.
And put the stumbling block of their iniquity before their face.
See that right there in their face. Well, you know how dangerous it is. You know, sometimes you might say, go on now, man, I can't find my key. I can't. They said, look, stupid. They right there in your face. But you know why you couldn't see them? Because you weren't actually looking to them. You weren't actually direct. You had other things going on in your mind. How many of y'all did that? Been looking for some of the thing in your hand. You like, man, and they'd be like, the thing, right? You come, you say, I know good and well somebody. They'd be like, it's right there. You be like, because you got so much in your mind where you need to go, what you need to do. He'd let them know the reason you missed it because you got this stuff sitting right there in your face. Listen what he told them.
Should I be inquired of at all by
you hear
them?
what he said? He said now, should these people receive anything from me? Listen.
Therefore speak unto them, and say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, every ish of the house of Yasharal that setteth up his idols in his heart,
listen,
and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face,
listen,
and cometh to the Nabi, I, Yahuwah, will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols.
You see what I'm going to do? I'm going to answer him according to the multitude of his idols. Listen what happened.
That I may take the house of Yasharal in their own heart.
I'm going to take them in their own heart. Because where he told them is at. That's their love. I'm going to take you in your own love. That's why it's dangerous to love people. He just trying to tell these folks about loving wife, husband, mother, father. I'm going to take you with them now. He said, I'm going to take it. Listen, he said it in their heart. So he's telling me this is a love for them. People love this stuff. And I'm going to take you with your own love. This is going to be the thing that's going to take you down. I've been trying to tell y'all for y'all about watch who you're loving. Oh, a lot of y'all going to get taken in it. Because you got your mind set. No, it ain't. You know, someone here trying to say themselves. Well, not me. I'm just trying. If you answer that question, it's you. Because I guarantee they answer myself saying, see, what I'm actually trying to do? No. He's not going to take me with mine. Tear it down. Listen, tear that junk down. I'm trying to tell, I already know someone here trying to answer themselves, trying to say, well, see, no, it ain't. You don't put yourself so far here, he don't let you know. I already know what got you. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you with it. Listen what happened.
Because they are all estranged from me through their idols.
What did that mean? So, how you think they got separated? They didn't continue. You see all this stuff happening. How y'all figuring all this out like this? Now you read and you understand. Now you get what they call comprehension. Command of subject. This don't make sense. Estrangement, you had to be with me at one time. If we got separated, that means we were together. Somebody say you married, yeah, so your husband, for me it'd be my wife. Not my husband, just saying general. We separated. Which means what happened? We had to be together at one time. But somebody didn't continue. Make sense for us? That's what he tell. He talking about people that are separated from him. People they put it on there. He told these people that got separated because you took up something you weren't supposed to have. Listen.
Therefore say unto the house of Yasharal, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations.
And they tell me, Brandon, under the law he was so hard and killed a God, it wasn't mercy. What is that the man saying? Tell me he going to take everybody who got these idols in their hearts. Everybody else separating themselves. They are straying to me. Then I just told you to repent. What was that? If that ain't mercy, how do we let these people convince us of the New Testament and they call it mercy? This is hard law bondage. How many of y'all were taught that or told that? What he should have did, I'd have never told you how to get it right. I just told you what I'm going to do, but in the same, I just told you. Therefore, what do you want him to do, Brandon?
Therefore say unto the house of Yashral,
Don't tell him nothing.
thus saith Yahuwah Elohim,
What happened?
repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations.
What happened, Brandon?
For every one of the house of Yashral, or of the stranger that sojourneth in Yashral, which separateth himself from me, and setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face,
What you going to do?
and cometh to an Nabi to inquire of him concerning me,
Listen what happened.
I, Yahuwah, will answer him by myself,
Listen what he said.
and I will set my face against that Ish,
Listen.
and will make him a sign and a mashali, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people.
Yeah.
And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah.
What happened?
And if the Nabi be deceived when he hath spoken a thing,
Tell me what happened.
I, Yahuwah, have deceived that Nabi,
And what you going to
and
do?
I will stretch out mine hand upon him,
Yeah.
and will destroy him from the midst of my people, Yasharal.
Yeah.
And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the Nabi shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
Ain't that something? And this is hard bondage law God, as they call him, with no mercy. I just told you to repent. But if you keep going the way you're going, look what I'm going to do to you. How did people miss the man always been merciful? The man always been kind. When he proclaimed the name of Elohim, the Sham unto Mushah, don't you know that what he did? He told he was full of mercy. Guess what else he said I do? I forgive sins, and then what? If I told him to repent, that means I'm going to do what? I'm going to forgive them. Why did people teach us that the law was hard killer, no mercy, when the man just showed you mercy? I just said, don't ask me nothing, I'm not going to answer you. And I told you why. It ain't like, don't say that to me. And I don't tell you nothing. I don't even know what's wrong, so I just can't. I don't know what to do. You didn't tell. You just said, don't say nothing to you. But then you just told me it's because of the stumbling block in your heart. You set some other stuff up. Now I got opportunity I can see, and we can converse. This is called communication with people, exchange opinions, conversation. So now I can see what I got wrong. What do I need to do to repent? Repent from what you're doing. Turn your heart and your face away from it. How many of y'all been mad, pissed off, and arguing with your spouse? You just said, you don't want to say that, and you don't explain nothing, you just cut it off. You don't feel like talking. He was pissed. Still told her what was wrong. Still told her what was wrong. Highly pissed. Highly pissed. That's what real love do. Give me an opportunity to fix it. Give me an opportunity to get it right. Repent. Can I get this right? Can I get an opportunity to fix this? Tell me what I need to do to fix it. Please. I don't know what I done wrong. I don't even know what happened. And if I don't know, you ain't gonna believe what's gonna happen. I'm subject to do it again. I'm subject to do it again. Because I don't know. You never tell me. Every time that happens, you just stop talking. You never converse and let me know this is a problem. This gotta stop. So now I got a choice. If I want you, I'll stop it, I'll change. If I don't, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Make sense? All right. Let's look at Matayahu. 27, 28. Listen to the book.
And they stripped him and put on him a scarlet robe, and when they had plaited a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand, and they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, Malak of the Yahudim.
Yeah.
And they spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him, and put his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. Mm-hmm. And as they came out,
We're just shooting out through him right quick. Listen.
they found a Ish of Cyrene, Shimon by name. Him they compelled to bear his tooth. And when they were come unto a Malchum called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull, they gave him vinegar to drink mingled with gall. And when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Nabi. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. And sitting down, they washed him there, and set up over his head his accusation written, This is Yahusha, the Malach of the Yahudim. Then were there 2 thieves crucified with him.
That's good. Well, go ahead. Listen.
One on the right hand, and another on the left. And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads, and saying, Thou that destroyest the temple, and buildest it in 3 yamim, save thyself. If thou be the Ben of Elohim, come down from the toot. Likewise also the Rosh Kohanim, mocking him with the scribes and Zakan, said, He saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the Malach of Yasharal, let him now come down from the toot, and we will believe him. He trusted in Elohim, let him deliver him now, if he will have him, for he said, I am the Ben of Elohim.
What happened?
The thieves also, which were crucified with him, cast the same in his teeth. Now from the 6th hour there was Kashak over all the Beth unto the 9th hour.
And what happened?
And about the 9th hour Yahusha cried with a loud voice, saying, Ali, Ali, lama sabachthani, that is to say, my Elohim, why hast thou forsaken me?
And what happened?
Some of them that stood there, when they heard that, said, This Ish calleth for all Yahu.
Yeah.
And straightway one of them ran and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink. The rest said, let us see whether all Yahu will come to save him.
Yeah.
Yahusha, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the Ruach.
That's good. That's good. Y'all understood it? 14:1 again. Your Kazakal, 14:1. Listen to the book.
Then came certain of the elders of Yasharal unto me, and
Who
sat
passed
before
by
me.
when he was up there? Listen.
And the Dabar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying,
What did he say?
Ben of Ish,
That's the same title we gave Yahusha. What could he possibly say, Brandon?
these Anashim have set up their idols in their heart,
Because they put him on the tube. That's what happened.
and put the stumbling block of their iniquity before their face.
And tell me what else happened.
Should I be inquired of at all by them?
That's why he went answering. Listen.
Therefore speak unto them, and say unto them,
Why?
Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim,
What happened?
Every Ish of the house of Yasharal that setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to the Nabi, I, Yahuwah, will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols.
That's why he was crying out. He had taken them. And they didn't even realize. He told you a young lion won't cry out unless he's taking some. They had set their stumbling block right up in their face and popped up, and they started asking them questions. Let me see what else happened.
That I may take the
All I
house of
did was just listen
Yasharal
to them read it. It don't take long. Listen.
in their own heart.
See that? Who gonna take them? When you learn that? He told you that a young lion won't cry out if he ain't taking nothing. Isn't it? He just told you. That's why he would answer. He said, I'm gonna answer. When he cried out, he would let you know, I just took y'all fools. I just took you, fool. Listen.
Because they are all estranged from me through their idols.
See that? They were all estranged. They cut out. They were separated from him. Who told us that? Exactly right. 55:5. Yeshayahu. We'll come back. I'm going to get y'all through. See, these are things Isaiah, they'll call it. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. 59:1. Yeshayahu 59:1. Isaiah, as they call it. (59:1). Yeshayahu. Listen to the book.
Behold, Yahuwah's hand is not shortened, that it cannot
And they
save,
told him he saved others. Save himself. They said Yahuwah should deliver him. He said that he would have been Elohim. But see, the law already told him why he didn't deliver him. It wasn't because his hand was short he couldn't save him. They just told him that. Save yourself. They said he said if Elohim, let him deliver him if he'll have him. And they didn't even realize the law already covered this. That's why he wasn't worried about it. Only people that knew the law were going to understand what was going on. They were looking at he couldn't been Elohim. Why he didn't deliver him? And sometimes, get what you do. When you go through a crisis situation, you know what we'll tend to say? I must not be saved. I must not be right because he didn't deliver me from this situation. Listen.
Neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear.
See that? Because they were getting the crowd. They want him to cry to see, could they hear him? Same thing we learned from who? All y'all who taught us that. Said cry louder. Maybe he is asleep or going away on a long journey. These people were crying out to him. Pre-adventure. Listen.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your Elohim.
So that what happened?
And your sins have hid his pani from you.
So that what?
That he will not hear.
That's why he was up on the tooth so high. They were so dumb, they didn't realize they were Elohim. That's why he made it dark. He had to cover his face. He was trying to show them they sin. They were so stupid they didn't realize it. 58 and 1. Whole time they were sitting there, they didn't even realize they were being set up. He said, they come to inquire me. I, Yahuwah, will answer them. Listen to what happened.
Cry aloud.
Do what?
Spare not.
Lift up what?
Thy voice like a shofar.
So that's all we're going to learn. Guess what we learned? There was a time of year that we actually acknowledged the shofar. The different times of calling, when you call the Kohanim, when you call the congregation, when you call the elders, when they was to take their journeys, and when you make one for an alarm. So when they heard this man crying out, amazingly, they should have paid attention. We acknowledged that. That's one of our muhadi. That we actually sat down, we acknowledged the rule, and they missed it. That show you their ear wasn't open to discipline. This man was crying out, he was trying to warn them. The first call you make was to try to summon the Kohanim them. Then the congregation. These stupid people didn't even pay attention. They didn't even pay attention. That's what he tried to tell my people. He said they don't even consider. Nobody even considered why it was dark, why he was sitting there, why he was up there. He was trying to tell them, because your iniquity, it hid my face from you. And your sin has separated us so that I will not hear. I was taking you your own deceit. You set this up, and I'm going to take you with it. This going to be a stumbling block and a snare to you, just like y'all lying, cheating, whoremonger, hypocrite, and false pretending. It's going to take you down. He said, I'm going to take you your own deceit. What you set up to try to see, I'm actually using that to take you. You don't even know you were set up. Tight, ain't it? Finish that 14th chapter for him. What verse we left off at?
Continue to verse 4.
This is 14 and 4 of your call. Excuse me. Listen to the book.
Therefore speak unto them and say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, every east of the house of Yasharal that setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face,
what happened?
And cometh to the Nabi, I, Yahuwah, will answer him that cometh.
And guess what they told me in Matthew 21:11? The multitude said that this was Yahusha. So he was the Nabi of Nazareth. Guess who they were just coming to ask? This was the Nabi they were coming to see. They were coming, that's how I'm trying to tell you. It don't make sense to try to outsmart him. We're too stupid. The man just happened to be a Nabi, and they done came up and pop up and ask him and inquire him and ask him questions. Listen.
According to the multitude of his idols.
Listen.
That I may take the house of Yasharal in their own heart.
See that? That's how I'm going to take them. Listen.
Because they are all estranged from me through their idols.
Why? Because they're why? Because they're iniquity. They're sin, and they hid their face from them. Listen.
Therefore, say unto the house of Yasharal, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations.
See that? Listen.
For every one of the house of Yasharal, or of the stranger that sojourneth in Yasharal, which separateth himself from me, and setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to a Nabi to inquire of him concerning me.
Listen what happened. And they were asking about him. Listen what they said.
I, Yahuwah, will answer him by myself.
See that? That's what he did. Listen what happened.
And I will set my face against that Ish, and will make him a sign, and a mashali, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people.
What happened?
And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah.
Listen.
And if the Nabi be deceived when he hath spoken a thing,
And you still got me 27 and 49? 27 and 49, Matayahu. Listen what happened. And if what happened, friend?
and if the Nabi be deceived when he hath spoken a thing,
Listen what happened.
I, Yahuwah, have deceived that Nabi.
Because they heard him say, Ali, Ali. But they say he called on Elijah. That's not what he did. They thought he called on all Yahoo. He didn't do that, which means they were deceived. How are they deceived?
I, Yahuwah, have deceived that Nabi.
He said, I deceived them. That's what the writing was. They say he called on all Yahoo. He said, I didn't do that. He called on Ali. He would call on his Elohim. They thought he would call on all Yahoo. That's not what he said. He told him, I'm going to answer and I'm going to deceive him. That's not the first time we had that happen. He done deceived people before. He deceived the Malaka Yahudim to go up. Entice his heart to go up. Because that's what he wanted to do. He said, Ramah Gilead belong to us and we sit still. I know that's what you want. I'm going to let you be deceived. Your own heart going to be your fault. You know it's bad when somebody come and tell you don't do something like he told us now. Repent and turn. They wouldn't. A Nabi come down and tell you don't do it. Don't do it, because the punishment of the Nabi is going to be the same punishment you're going to get. No, they did. They slapped him for telling that stuff and cast him into prison. He going to beat you and he going to cast you into hell. You're going to get the same punishment. I'm setting you up the whole time. Oh, that's why y'all can't afford to keep sending play. I know a lot of y'all been playing. A lot of this stuff y'all been doing, that stuff got to get cut off. I got to cut y'all out. Y'all ain't going to take me with you. Gotta warn you. I'm telling you, it getting late in the evening. Y'all playing around. You're not smart enough. You're not smart. How you gonna do this? You're not even smart enough. Can you control your fate? The only way that I would do what I want to do, if I physically, mentally can control the outcome of what happens to me. I cannot. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I can make some decisions about some things and kind of culture them to where they can work out the way I would like for them to happen. But I cannot determine my last resting place. I cannot determine the day of my death and where I lift up my eyes if I take things in my own hands. And it will only be because of deception he will give me that mind, and I don't even want it. It's dangerous. Some of y'all got it. I know your heart say, you ain't worried about what I say. You know you're right. You're a sinner. That's right. You're a sinner. You can ban something. You ain't living right for me. You're living right for yourself. That's right. I'm telling you right now, this is your fate. This is your life. This is your soul. You playing around, I wouldn't do it if I was you. I said, man, take down too many people. Let me get a chance, opportunity to see them go down. I said, I'm afraid. You've convinced me. I've seen people run a long time. He'll cut you off. I'm telling you, he'll cut you off. Don't make no mistake now. Listen, that man had her mercy on whom he will. I never understood, and I heard him say, for this cause I raised up Pharaoh. I was a Christian, I heard that. I didn't question him. I'll be honest with you. That made absolutely no sense to me. It made no sense that that man took somebody, raised them up, and set them up to fall. I could not understand that. That made absolutely no sense. So I looked at he did it to Yahusha. The reproach of them that reproached thee fell on me. Them folks in Mizraim before he got there. You can't put all that on that one man, but he did. So I raised that man up so I could show my power in him. So I have mercy on whom I will. If I don't stop you, it ain't because I can't. Listen, you can go to a doctor and them folks say, listen, ain't nothing we can do for you. He can do something, and he said, and it's certainly because I can't. I just decided I'm not getting involved. I turned my back on this situation. I'm going to let you have it. Let me tell you what, you can't afford that. None of us in here, listen, you can cry, you can holler, you can scream. I know a lot of y'all not conscious. Listen, if I was a TV show, a lot of y'all bastards be up. I mean bastard literate too. Oh, you be conscious. If I was the right TV show or the right stuff that you want to do, oh, you be conscious. I guarantee you're going to be conscious when he come in here for judgment, though. Try to sit around like they ignore, they trying to think. Ain't nothing to think about. You know where you're going. You got opportunity, man, to tell her, you need to repent and mend your ways. Man, dangerous. Why are you going to let iniquity be your ruins? Do you know what ruin? I hear people say, this is ruin. I heard in my mind, they say, well, it's messed up. Do you understand when they say this is ruin? That means it cannot be repaired. That's what ruins mean. When you say, man, you run this darn jacket, you be thinking, oh, man, he messed that jacket up. It ain't just messed up. You understand it can't be repaired. At that point, you got to get rid of it. There's nothing. If a building's in ruin, you understand it cannot be fixed. This man said iniquity going to be your ruins. You can't be fixed. It don't even make no sense to even try to work on it. Huh? It don't even make sense. I can't fix it. You don't put yourself in a situation, I said, I can't even put my hands on it. Y'all got opportunity to do better than what you've been doing for the man to take it down. Keep going. He'll take it down. Let you get and build yourself up just like Nebuchadnezzar. Let you get high. Let all the birds of Shamaim come down and lodge in you. Let all the animals on the rocks come and lodge on you. And then he going to holler for the watchman. Hew down the tree. Cut it down. Cut it down. And shake all the fruits off your branch. That's your kids. That's everything you got to take all of it down. We seen him do that to Ahab. He hewed the tree down. And all that, you know what else he did? He cut the stump too. He told him to kill all 7 of his kids. That's when you lay the axe to the stump. You know who told us about that? Euchanan. He said now also the axe should lay where? Kill him and his kids. They don't think like that. Who else can do that but Yahuwah? Man, tell you lay the axe to the fruit of the tree, to the root of the tree. Ain't that once you kill the root, that tree done. Some stuff you can cut down, you leave root just like grass. Don't pull the root, it'll come back up. Cut grass, you just hitting the top, hit the root. You can stop that grass from coming up. Y'all all right? Y'all keep going. I'm telling you, y'all not gonna continue doing what you're doing. You're going to be cut off, people. You have been warned. You're going to be cut off. Let that 27, Mighty Yahoo 27 for me. And give me that 8.5. I want 8.6 of that Abarine so I can get through with y'all. Ain't gonna be all day. I don't used to me killing myself for you. What you gonna do? All I'm here to do is one thing. Tell you where you're going. Give you opportunity, you can get it right. You ain't got to get it right. Stay the course of going wrong. Keep impeding on this man's law, and you're going to surely get a swift destruction come on you. Don't say you ain't been warned. Y'all go ahead and die and see if I'm going to come and tell a lie for you at your funeral. See if I'm going to tell your family, girl, I'm coming straight down the middle. Your family, they better put some body armor on. I'm going to find that chink. Got him. Once I see one of your uncle, aunt, or big mama, anybody do the number here, I say, got him. I'm finna work this funeral. What? Well, you been around, you shaking it, you see a nigga, oh, got it. You thought I'm finna stop and wait a nigga to get back up? You're done. Huh? Better go over that nigga so high and I get through, put a wedding dress on, nigga. Put a wedding dress on, I put it on. I'm coming straight down the middle. Y'all all right? I don't care, they all white. It don't bother me, white or black. I'll come down the middle. Anybody been to a funeral with me before? Do I spell? No, sir. I don't bear the sword in vain. I been with the Chris mama funeral. We were down there. They had all them folks sitting there. I sat beside that lady. I said, let me see your program for a minute. I got a program. I was trying to just figure out a way to get up. I said, when I get up, and they let her get her program back, she going to be thinking, that nigga just sat beside me, had my program. I'm coming straight down the middle. Won't be no crying and holler when I get through. Let me come do that funeral. All eyes be dry. It's going to be irritating hot. I'm talking to the living. I tell you, you can roll this caulk right on out the door. I don't care what you call this caulk. Roll it out the door. I come to talk to the living. And you got to eat. I heard him, oh, he better shut up. That's your mouth talking. When I get through, you know what come with that. We can get a little parking lot action. Maybe we can set up for a funeral number 2. I'm trying to save your soul alive. Folks need the truth, man. I don't want to sit around and tell them grown up, man. I'm telling them like everybody up there to help. All of them in here. Quit telling them lies. Tell these folk the truth. That man take people out in their iniquity. You know why he let us see people taking out their iniquity? So we will get fear and stop sinning. Everybody die and go to heaven. What are they going to do for me to make me stop sinning? Nothing. I'm going to say, I know I live better than them. So surely I'm good. Whole time, I'm going the same place where they're going. And you know why he told you that? Because Yahuwah said, Yahuwah had deceived him. I deceived him because I'm going to catch every one of them people in their own heart. Oh, that's what they want. Talk good about them, talk it up, write some junk up from their family and tell the truth. There was a no good, dirty bastard. That bastard was a cheating, a liar. Tell the truth, let them folk read the truth. At least say, you know what? I don't want to see y'all go where this person going. Listen, they had an opportunity, they didn't heed and do it. Why they won't let me write these folk eulogy? Tell the truth. If nothing else, shouldn't that make somebody else change? Why you want to see other people die and burn? My daddy died. I could have gotten and told people that they're going to be all right. My daddy going straight and burn. Bottom line in the question. It didn't make no sense to let nobody else daddy do the same thing. Oh, I ain't hate my dad. I love my dad. I love my own son. I ain't tell no lie for my daddy. That's crazy. Why I want to see if your daddy or your mama live, why can't they get an opportunity chance to get it right? I said, man, he showed preached for say that dad. That was beautiful, man. How he talk about daddy up there with the Lord, helping her. That's a lie. My dad with the Lord of the flies. That don't mean he want a natural man as a good father, but that won't get him in. That won't never molest me, never stole nothing from me. But he lied to let me hear Santa Claus. He lied to me. I think he lied to in his means and good nature, but it won't get him in. Why people don't want to hear the truth? Tell folk the truth. Y'all scary. You know how scary y'all are? Y'all will let somebody sit there and go wrong. You'll ride down the street and bust your tire, and you see it now, and you'll let somebody come right down the street. You want to say, go around. If I'm wait, you come. Boom, boom. Man, look at that. All of us done busted our tire. I could have stopped it. Even if y'all ain't stopped to help me, at least let me try to, why? I'm pissed. I'm behind. I'm late behind this. This going to cost me. Hey, brother, go around. You going to bust these niggas here. Man, look at that. All of bust our tire. Man, we're in a mess. But you know what? I mean, must be the Lord. Just right into the court. Instead of telling somebody else, go around. I don't want you. That's why I try to warn people. I don't want nobody in the condition I was in. Go around. That don't even make sense. Well, the only way you learn is by experience. You go to hell by experience. Man, old dumb witchcraft talk. I don't like junk. Say something. Give somebody an opportunity to say, now, if you want to drive in that hole and bust it, I said, now you just stupid. You just stupid. Listen, I didn't see it. I tried to stop you and you just stupid. They don't like that. Come on, Abarine 27. I'm sorry, Abarine 8 and 5. I'm trying to get y'all out of here. Listen to the book. Hebrews, as they call it. Listen.
Who serve unto the example and shadow of Shamayim things, as Mashah was admonished of Elohim when he was about to make the tabernacle.
So, you know what he did? So if he got something wrong, who fault that is? Who? His fault. Why is it his fault? Huh? He was shown. What else? So you got to put all that now. Before you get started, Leon, let me show you how it goes. If you get this wrong, Leon, I'm going to punish you. You can't blame but one person. Who will be merciful? Because typically what we hear, he showed it. Now I warned you before you done it. This salvation these Christian people done gave up. The book said, well, better for you not to know this than you to know it and turn from it. All that, I'm finna pull out, I'm finna go. Go ahead and do it. You a retard. You don't understand. The man said, well, better for you never to known this. It was better you stayed dumbfounded. You never heard this. You still gonna burn. Than for you to know this and turn from it. He admonished. He said, I done warned you. I warned you before you come. It's better not to know it. It's better not to fool with it. If you're a person, I quit everything I do. Because you're going to have to pay for that. Yes, sir. I'm good. You know, I used to quit everything I used to get in. If I ain't like so I quit it. I'll stop. I don't put this. I don't like I stop. I ain't got time to be on my nerve. This is the only thing I held to. That's what I love. Oh, I've been tired too. I've been frustrated. I ain't gonna let it go. Not this. I ain't got no choice. I've been in money before I got started. They shall do all things just after the pattern he done set. I turn around and walk away from this, I'm going to pay for it because some other people stayed with it. I'd be good if everybody else walked off. He couldn't blame me. He ain't got nobody I do it say, but show me somebody stayed with it. Y'all got it? Says he done made some people came and stayed with it. I'm stuck. I can't take no more. He got some folks said, I can take a little bit more. Made me have to keep staying in him. I'm telling you, I appreciate him. That's the only he put them in. The people he let me see fall that quick, or other people he let me see that stayed with and said, now you can settle. Now you can settle. This has pushed me further than I've ever gone in my life. I want to go in, I want people like y'all, you reach a certain, I'm good. Not now. I get all I can get. Y'all hear me? At the end of the day, I'm trying to get all I can get. I got to get in. Come on, finish this up.
For see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern shewed to thee in the mount.
Yeah.
But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises.
Yeah.
For if that first covenant had been faultless.
Y'all see that? If the first one had been what?
Faultless.
Tell them what happened.
Then should no place have been sought for the second.
But then what?
For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the Yamim come, saith Yahuwah.
See that? Then what happened?
When I will make a new covenant with the house of Yashral.
Listen what happened.
And with the house of Yehuda.
Yeah.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their Abbas in the Yum, when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Mitzrayim.
What happened?
Because they continued not in my covenant,
yeah.
And I regarded them not, saith Yahuwah.
See that? What happened?
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Yashral after those Yamim.
What happened?
Saith Yahuwah. I will put my laws into their mind.
Where your hair come out from? Your head. What's inside your head? A brain. It's all I got to do. I got to get it in your mind. See, he was saying he was with us. That's like medication. Take it and just keep it with you and don't put it inside. It ain't going to work. That's he realized. That's why he realized he had to get in us. He was just he was the right medication. He was just with us. We needed to get in us. So he had to teach us something. You know what he had to do? He said, you know what I want y'all to do? All he kept doing was setting up patterns, trying to get us to see example. I've been intense the whole time I've been with y'all. I've been carrying me from place to place. I want you to build me a house. And when he built it, he put in their minds a couple of guys how he wanted the first tabernacle, well, the tabernacle, the tents first. Then he put in their mind a shalom, how he wanted it to be. And it was supposed to be so glorious and such a beautiful place. He said, saw a place where I could come in and I could cohabitate. And we understood if it's going to be, he said, listen, the Shamayim and the Shamim can't contain you. How much more can this house I'm going to be? If you're going to come inside of a house and dwell, it's got to be right. It's got to be beautiful. Listen, every brick got to be laid right. Listen, the door, everything got to be. So when you come in this place and feel it, it's going to be right. He said, you understand that? So I got you. I want you to be a house. Let you go through all the work of building, looking at the heart, sweat, tears, and blood and time you put in that house. And then come on and say, I want you to be a house. I want to come dwell in you. This thing got to be beautiful. Listen, can't nothing be off. It can't be, it's got to be glorious. It's got to be decorated right. So when he come in and feel it, that's the only way he knew you understand it. He didn't want that house. That's why Yahushua told him seen it. He's saying one stone upon another ain't going to be thrown down. He was trying to get us to understand the concept. We were thinking because he's such a glorious Elohim, it will only make sense that you will build a fine, beautiful edifice, just like churches do today. See, these folks, they have a form, but they deny the power thereof. That's why you'll see they'll make it so extra. They say, this is the Lord's house, and the Lord's house got to be perfect. He said, well, guess what? I just said, you my house. They won't ever acknowledge that. Because they're going to keep lies. They're going to keep junk. They're going to keep hypocrisy in it. And guess what? He can't come in it. He can't come in it. That's why now you ask yourself, why don't I have it? Because it's not built to specification. People acknowledge, even with the Masons, The G is not for God's geometry. Using math. Because you got to learn how things work. You got tools of your trade. This building is supposed to be perfect. A perfect place that he can cohabitate in. That's the same thing he tried to get us to do. So when he said, be ye therefore, what was it? Even as your somewhere he can come in and dwell in. So if he's in Shamayim perfect, what would that make Shamayim? So if I become perfect here, what will happen? And he can come and dwell in me. If he perfect, what kind of place he dwelling in up here? So if he told me to be perfect, I have an opportunity to cohabitate. Why wouldn't perfect be with perfect? You see what I'm saying? But he had to do it in a way to where we could understand it. See, before he looked at, people been doing all kind of stuff. Let's finish that 8th chapter right quick. I got that Roman 8, and I'm going to try to let y'all go. I know I'm bored y'all to death today. Man, for some of y'all will get it. Some of y'all, you going to do what you've been doing anyway. That's why I got to cut the numbers down. Got to get it back tight. That's a tight walk. This ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. It really not. Let me tell you something. Some husband, wives, some kids, y'all be surprised. This ain't for everybody. They're tight, man. People separate out the wild, and you should. That man said, I don't know what you're thinking. He said, I didn't come to sit in right. He said, I didn't come to sit no shalom on no right. He said, I came to put a sword. He tried to tell him. He said, I got a lot of stuff to tell y'all and the judge of you. He tried to tell that man a judge when he came down. I don't know what y'all thinking about. That man come to put down, he passed it down sentence on her. You know they say, this is the dumb, stupid people that gone from him. Go here so you don't go to hell when you leave him. These people know they go, ain't got nothing to do with him. Ain't nothing changed. You let a Christian preacher tell what he want to tell you. You know you ain't got nothing in your heart. You don't go sit with some most simple-minded sinners and convince yourself you say you with some sinners. You're a dummy. Just a dummy. In fact, you don't sit around and look at some sinner and judge yourself by some sinners and say you all right because all of them believe the same retarded stuff you believe. First, you sit here hearing that book telling you that man has a whole different concept of what you're thinking. Listen to the book.
I will put my laws into their mind
and
write them in their hearts.
See that? He didn't realize how to change. Where was the stumbling block at before? You done something make sense to put in their mind. Huh? So they'll regard me. And I put something in their heart that'll keep them. Huh? You know before what we had to do? It was supposed to be upon our doorpost. But what happened when I get put out my land? They testified they were pilgrims. That mean they were constant travel, wayfaring men. I ain't got no house. They ain't have no certain dwelling place. So what's going to happen with me having this upon my doorpost? How about if I write in their heart? What if I write it in their heart? What if I put it in their mind? I insert it inside their minds. Because people around you always trying to find out how to get you. Whether if it's in your hair, they want to see your hair so they can cut it or do something, or trying to find some kind of way to get you far. A lot of y'all so stupid, you be talking with family member, friend, all they trying to do is get you tripped up. A lot of stuff they ask you, all they trying to find out where your strength lie at. When they supposed to be coming up, so they can get you out and mess you up. A lot of stuff, these people ain't got no brother brain. I'm here to help a lot. I'm asking a lot of y'all brain, you don't know it. When I ain't talking the thing for you, you an idiot. Because some stuff I wouldn't even let people even convince me of. Why you worried about it? You coming? No, I'm just trying to find. I know a bunch when they know they found me and question them down. They only question you because they trying to find where your strength lie at. They can get that way. Realize I got to start putting in their mind. He don't really fucking trap you up. Put in your minds. They're going to trap you up. These people always finding some kind of way to set you up. You don't even realize. I told you, listen, they embed people around you to mess you up. Wives are embedded. Husbands are embedded. Kids can be embedded. Friends, neighborhoods are embedded. People on your job are embedded to get you out. You know ain't nobody around you talking about nothing. And you ain't talking about nothing. Too done retard. You put the whole conversation, you ain't never came up with no salvation and none of it. Folks just sitting around occupying you with a bunch of done lettuce. And you ain't got enough sin to realize you need substance. All lettuce is a filler. They ain't going to add nothing to it, ain't going to take nothing away but time. I wouldn't waste my time eating no bowl full of no lettuce. That's stupid. Man, I'm full. They're keeping me old waterhead bastard. That's all they're full of water. I don't like spinach. That's nasty. You don't like that going to be benefit for you. Just like the book, that thing go down, yeah, it's gonna taste bitter to you, but it's gonna be better for your health. All they want is some more done sugar teaching. I try to get a book, we're gonna save your soul alive. Why would you want somebody to lie to you? Why would you ask her? You go to a Christian church, all you asking for is lies. You know good and well you listen to lies. You don't been taught too much to listen to a dumb, bonehead Christian preacher. Tell me honestly wrong, and you the worst one, because you said it and you keep the whole people off. Maybe your stupid behind left them alone and folks will get saved. Because he got to sit around and trying to keep you in there so he can deceive you and take you down. And all the people got to burn and rot in hell because of you. You know better. They're like, in the right job with you on the boat. Wasn't that wrong? That perfect weather. That man done checked the weather. Man done watch Channel 2, Channel 5, and News at 10 on 46. No storm. One of y'all hard heads get on now. All of a sudden they trying to figure out what in the world going on. Your behind sitting looking all stupid. No good and well is your behind. Jesus will be healing them folk trying to fix stuff, but your behind messed up and working in mysterious ways. All this stuff all because we got you trusting in white folks' strength. That stuff not our strength. Right. Their arm not our arm. Listen, their rock is not our rock. Right. Well, police at no school ain't gonna protect nobody. No. All you who are gonna turn it around more time. It's just a matter of time one of the police officers be doing the shoot. You who are gonna shoot, they ain't none of them got no mind. They just got a kid on the bus with a knife. Yep. They can't win. Now they trying to protect the school and that kid on the bus had a knife. You're not going to get by, folks. That's what Mr. Yahuwah will tell you. Then listen, he's not coming down. You know where you're going to get him at next? Bus stop. So now you're going to have police at the school, police on the bus, police at the bus stop. Then they'll kill him at home. They ain't going to get by. Mr. Yahuwah is angry with these wicked people. You a retard to sit down with these people telling them, let's try to come up with something. It ain't going to work. Get them to tell you, it's not going to work. Repent. That's the only thing they need to repent. He ain't going to never let them off the hook. Everybody going to suffer. You're going to turn or burn. Come on, finish the 8th chapter.
And I will be to them an Elohim, and they shall be to me a people.
Tell me what is going to happen, Brandon.
And they shall not teach every Ish his neighbor.
Doing what?
And every Ish his Aki, saying, Know Yahuwah.
Tell me why.
For all shall know me from the least to the greatest.
And you sitting around your dumb self in the Christian church. No, you don't know nothing. You don't even know your own mess when they're falling out your behind. Use your head, folks. This thing is dangerous for us now. It's time to get this thing right. Everybody in here and watching in, you need to consider. You need to consider before you get yourself in a situation you be in ruins. And when you get yourself when you're in ruins, ain't no help you. There will be no praying for you. There will be no deliverance for you. Y'all got me? The day is the day of salvation for us. The day when you hear it, harden not your heart. That's good.